Hello, welcome back to my channel and to today's video where I'm going to be sharing the things that I am looking forward to wearing throughout the spring summer months. Right, so I'm going to start off with linen. Linen makes up a huge, in fact probably the vast majority of my spring summer wardrobe. I love it, I can't get enough of it, I continue to collect it. It's lightweight. It's breathable. It is the perfect fabric for covering up the skin and remaining cool without overheating the body. Now, there have been a few of you that I've had conversations with over the years who have said that you don't understand how I can wear long sleeves and long trousers made out of linen in summer. For you, it would personally be too hot. However, I'm sorry to break this to you, but science actually dictates that if you wear longer, looser layers like cotton, breathable fabrics and linen, that actually keeps you cooler than having all your bare skin on show, because skin actually retains and absorbs heat, whereas by wearing looser, longer layers, it allows air to circulate over the skin and therefore keeps you cooler. If you disagree with this, don't be mad at me, be mad at science. So what is it about linen that I love so much, aside from, of course, all of the scientific evidence that I have laid before you thus far? Well, for me, it's just a fabric that really embodies summer. It's got that really sort of laid back, beachy vibe to it. There's that very sort of positive association that I have with things like basket bags that I've got coming up, and also with linen fabric that I just associate with summer, sun, holidays, and all of the good times that come with all of those things. Right, so here I've got a very small selection of some of my linen pieces from within my wardrobe, but I've got dresses, trousers, shirts, blazers that I've got on, tops, you name it, it's more than likely that I have got a linen version of it somewhere in my wardrobe, and I am so looking forward to wearing those throughout the next couple of seasons. Right, now when I'm talking about linen, a frequently asked question is always, what underwear are you wearing under your linens? Because linen is one of those fabrics that can be a little bit see-through, a little bit sort of semi-sheer, particularly in the lighter colours like white. So it's no secret that I love Organic Basics underwear. I've harped on about this brand and about their underwear in particular for years now. And they have a new underwear collection out, which I am obsessed with at the moment, and it's called Bare. So this is the Bare Plunge bralette, and this is probably the most perfect bra for wearing under your t-shirts, and also for things like vests and anything where you just want a very smooth, completely seamless silhouette. So it's really nice, soft fabric. It's made from recycled nylon and polyester, which is made from post-consumer waste. Now, the advantage of this kind of fabric, much in a similar way to a lot of activewear, is that it's sweat wicking. So again, it's perfect for the summer season when it is hot. And when we're sweating, we all sweat, there's no escaping that. It is a natural human bodily function. But one thing that's good about sweat wicking fabrics like these is that they draw out moisture from the skin, and then they bring that moisture to the top layer of the fabric so that it's no longer touching your skin, and then it evaporates a lot quicker. So it's something that keeps you cool and it keeps you drier. Now, you guys know that I am all about comfort as well. It's one of my absolute top priorities, and this bralette has no underwire, so you don't get any of that annoying and awkward digging in underneath your bust. It also has removable padding, so if you like padding or if you don't like padding, you can adjust this to suit your needs. Another bra option from within the Bare collection is the Bandeau bralette. So this, as you can see, has a slightly square neckline. It does have adjustable straps, but these are also removable. So if you've got any sort of bandeau tops that you don't quite feel comfortable enough going braless underneath, and maybe you just want to create a smoother sort of nipple-free, because I know that is a preference for some people, but a nipple-free silhouette underneath your tighter fitting sort of bandeau tops and dresses and things, then this is another really good option. And then there's a couple of options for the matching bottoms as well, again available in all 4 colours. So you've got the nudie colour, this one's called Wood, there's a pink and also a black. So these are actually constructed using heat sealing, which means that they are completely seamless. There is not one seam on these bottoms. So again, really good for under slinkier fabrics that you don't want to have any VPL on, and also white linen trousers. Yes, 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 these are an absolute must, which is why I have about 5 pairs of these in the nude colour. And again, made from the same recycled fabric as the 2 bralette tops. However, they do have 100% cotton gussets in both of these bottoms. That is incredibly important for women's underwear. So if you are in need of the perfect invisible undies for underneath your summer wardrobe, we do have a discount code for Organic Basics if you wanted to give these a try. I will leave that code on screen now and also down below in the description box for you guys. And I'll also pop links to my favourite pieces of underwear along with any sort of size information or size tips that I can give as well. Right, moving on to something else which I'm really looking forward to wearing throughout the spring summer months, and actually already have been over the last few weeks because we are technically already in spring. So this CO-ORD, some of you may have seen this across some of my other social channels because I've been harping on about this just non-stop. I couldn't love this enough. Now this was also something that I took away with me on my Caribbean cruise. I took it away in 2 colours and I absolutely loved it. Now it's a really nice sort of slinky, very, very stretchy, so therefore incredibly comfortable, which again, top priority for me is always comfort. But it's a slightly sort of knitted fabric. And when I say knitted, it doesn't feel thick like a jumper. It's actually quite thin. It doesn't have a completely see-through element to it, but I will give you one guess as to what underwear I wear underneath this, and it creates a very seamless finish. Give you a hint, it's over there. And the fabric itself is made from a poly and viscose blend. Now, the advantage, especially given that the poly is mixed with viscose, which doesn't always wash very well, it can shrink, it can lose its shape. So the advantage of having the poly blend in there is actually it makes it more durable and easier to wash without losing its shape, therefore giving it a longer lifespan so that you can wear it over and over and over and over again. Now, for me, this set is just top tier versatility. It's just one of those sets that I think has got so much to offer. And because I bought this in all 3 colours, I will also mix and match those colours and the stripes together to create different looks as well. And you can wear them as separates with other things which are not the set. So you could wear the top with jeans or with linen trousers. You could wear the bottoms with a basic vest or a basic t-shirt, even a blazer. I actually wore this set over the weekend with the blazer that I've got on and a pair of trainers, and I loved it. Moving on now to Birkenstocks. Birkenstock season is finally here and I am happy to be here, to be quite honest with you. So my preferred Birkenstocks are the suede, only suede, Arizonas, which are the 2-strap style. I have 3 pairs of these in different colours. This one is faded khaki. I also have the black and the taupe. There are so many different colour options available. Some of them have the sort of matching buckles and matching soles like these ones do. Other times they have the ones which have got the slightly more bronzy coloured buckles. There's just lots of different options. And then of course there's the different fabrics as well. So over the years I have tried the oiled leather, which I think were always the sort of OGs when it came to Birkenstocks. I personally don't find those comfortable at all. The footbed feels the same because they're all pretty much the same from Berkey to Berkey, but it's the top section for me that just always felt too hard. Whereas with the suede, I have never, ever, ever had an issue with any rubbing or irritation from the suede, even from the first day of wearing them. So these for me are my absolute go-tos, again with comfort as that top priority. Now, those of you who recommended them to me will be thrilled to hear that I have also added very recently to my footwear collection and to my Berkey collection a pair of the Arizona EVAs. I'm not going to go too much into detail on those because they will feature in the What's New in My Wardrobe video, which is coming your way on June the 1st. So keep your eyes peeled for those in that video. Right, another sort of just overall category of items that I'm looking forward to wearing in the spring, summer months, and that is dresses. And I know there might be a little wave of shock running amongst some of you that think I never wear dresses. I don't know where this came from, but it's kind of been a running joke over the last decade now. But I do very much wear dresses. I just only wear them in spring, summer, predominantly in summer. Definitely when it's sort of over 20 degrees. It has to be over the 20-degree mark for me to be wearing a dress. I love dresses. They're so easy. It's like one outfit in one garment. All you have to do then is accessorize. And I mean, I'm quite minimal with my accessories anyway. So I absolutely love dresses. I also think, and I'm going to create some content around this sort of coming up in the next few weeks, but I also think with dresses, they can be very useful because there's so many different styles available, but they can be very useful at disguising or at helping you with certain bodily insecurities. So for me, one of my insecurities is my tummy region because I love food and there's a lot of food that doesn't love me, but I eat it anyway. So unfortunately, I suffer quite a bit of bloating and sometimes I can look like I'm 6 months pregnant because I bloat that much. So for me, having dresses where you can kind of find the appropriate style, which just gives you a little bit more confidence because perhaps it's a bit looser fitting around the waist area, I'm all for that. So yes, I love dresses and I'm very much looking forward to wearing all of them. Right, next up is waistcoats. So waistcoats is something that I've very much embraced, especially because I think along with like blazers, they do have that slightly more tailored look to them. So they fit in very well with my style. And they've been something that I've embraced over the last couple of years. So the last, say, 2 or 3 maybe years is definitely a time where I've started adding more waistcoats and waistcoat cords, as you will see here, to my wardrobe. I just think they're a really sort of chic, sophisticated way to be able to wear tailoring, but throughout the summer months when it is a little bit hotter than usual. So here I've got a set which again I took away with me, or actually bought, I believe, the set whilst I was away on the Caribbean cruise. So something again that I wore in a warmer temperature and I was perfectly comfortable. It's the kind of thing that you can actually wear and make it casual, or you can dress it up a little bit in a similar way to the knitted cord that I shared earlier. I just like things like this. They have the same level of versatility as well, so you can split the cord up. You can turn it into separates. You could wear the waistcoat with jeans or a linen skirt, linen trousers, and same with the trousers. You can wear them with basics or layer over a big sort of oversized linen shirt over the top. But waistcoats I just think are a great way to add that sort of more sophisticated tailored element, but within those hot seasons. I also just really like the feel of this fabric. It is a viscose blend fabric, so the trousers are really floaty. They have a really nice movement to them. And again, the waistcoat, there's no sheerness in any of these items either. But again, I do still wear the same underwear underneath so that you get that nice sort of smooth shaped finish and smooth sort of seamless finish over the top. Every year, I look forward to whipping out the basket bags. When I do my spring summer wardrobe switch over and I'm packing away all the autumn winter, one thing that really makes me smile is when I get out my basket bags. And again, when I kind of go back to linen, I think it is that real positive association with holidays and sun and the beach and just summer, good vibes, good times in general. That's very much what a basket bag kind of brings to my memory. Every time you go away on holiday, you always see shops selling basket bags, and you can't beat that holiday feeling. It's such a good feeling. So I think that's what a basket bag does really well. It's also just a really good way if you're someone like me that doesn't have like a bold, bright, what some people might class as a stereotypical summer wardrobe. If you're someone like me that wears a lot of really basic pieces, neutrals, that kind of thing, a basket bag is a really good way to kind of add that instant summer vibe to any outfit. Even again, if like me, you love your tailoring, it's the kind of thing that you can still pair with a linen blazer like what I have on here. In fact, this is a good outfit, a bit of black, bit of neutral linen, add the basket bag in there. You know, it's just such, again, a versatile piece. I know I sound like a broken record, but I am all about having versatile pieces that work really hard in your wardrobe. And a basket bag is definitely one of those things. It's a bag that I could probably wear every single day and I could utilise every single day. And now on to my final item, which again is another very specific item, but when I unpacked these and I was doing my spring summer switch over, I was like, oh, A, I forgot about those, and B, I'm very excited to get those on my feet again. So these sandals are from Zara, and I bought these last year. However, they are still available this year. They've sort of re-released them again this year, and they're available in a couple of colours. So I originally bought them in the black, wore them, loved them, found them so incredibly comfortable because they are quite a similar style to the Birkenstock Arizonas. They've got the two straps. Now, these are actually made from PU, which would never be my first choice for footwear. I am a bit of a footwear snob and I do prefer genuine leather footwear. I just find that it has greater durability, more longevity, and I've always found that it's more comfortable. That said, I gave these the benefit of the doubt because, in all honesty, I just like the style of them and I found them incredibly comfortable. I love them so much, I bought them in another colour. So again, they have Emma's repeat purchase seal of approval. Should we make that a wax sealed stamp? So yes, I do have them in the two colours. I did actually buy this year a similar style, but in like an off-whitey cream colour, but they've not got the same sort of buckles, but they are a two-strap and they're also from Zara. These have a really nice sort of moulded footbed to them, so they just feel super, super comfortable. It's not padded, it is quite hard, so if you're someone that needs a lot of padding in a footbed, these might not be the best option for you, but I just find them so comfortable. And I think what I like about a buckled two-strap is that they're adjustable, because I have very skinny, long, narrow feet, and I don't have a particularly high instep. So I do need to use these buckles to adjust to make them lower so that they kind of grip on my feet and don't stick up with like a gap in between my foot and the strap. But yes, I find these really, really comfortable and they're so easy to style with outfits as well. I think because they're quite minimal in terms of like aesthetics, so they're really easy to style. And I like the gold buckles. I obviously wear a lot of gold jewellery, so I find that very cohesive with my gold summer jewellery. And there we go. Those are all the things that I'm really looking forward to wearing over the next few months. If you've got something that you are just so excited to wear, you're just waiting for that weather to creep in, let me know down in the comments. But for now, that is it from me. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time.